Lucky number 7 on a Tuesday night here at the Bank. LAFC defeats DC United 1-0, and we're rolling. We're streaking, baby.
We're streaking.
I'm back here with my crew.
But your closer's still on.
Yes. Well,
Whoa.
If this show,
and you're not running down the quad.
If this show goes the way I think it
goes.
should, we'll see. But I'm back here with this great crew. We're gonna do this instant reaction post game. I got Scarf, I got Philly, I got Connor. We're gonna take you through this. It was a 1-0 game. It wasn't the prettiest, but who cares when you win 7 in a row and you're 9 points clear?
Absolutely.
Of the top of the table. Guys, let's go. Let's just get right into it. Let's get right into our feelings as we do. How did we feel about this 1-0? Connor's not even gonna. He's not even gonna hold back here.
I'm right there with Connor.
How do we feel?
I was going to say, what is the backwards
Three,
Chicho
two,
emoji?
1. Use your emojis. You in the chat as well. Use your emojis.
It's Chicho Arango.
Mine's layered. Mine's layered. I purposefully wanted you to see the little bit of trash can behind it.
Okay, explain
why.
Explain the layers.
Loretta worked hard to make these.
Explain the layers.
Because you know what? This game, it wasn't great for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a trash can element to it, but you know what? That was more because of the way that DC was coaching. Wayne Rooney wanted to win this game 0-0. It wasn't going to happen.
He wanted to beat the crap out of our team, too.
Absolutely.
That's why I did. It's mad because it was just a lot of fouls.
Yellow card
Guys.
Yellow card
At the end of the day.
Wait a second. What are we talking about?
3 points?
3 points.
There you go. That's why I got the
7-game win
Chicho
streak.
emoji.
Look, Latif, Chicho. Look, you put away 2 more of those clear-cut chances. We're talking about a 3-0 scoreline. And look, I know they didn't. But all I'm saying is this game could have gone a very different direction. And I think all things considered, we dominated. I can't recall a time that DC had like a real clear-cut chance other than that one.
I would say in the first half
hit.
they had 2 pretty good chances. I would say my man of the match was actually Maxime Crepeau.
But guys,
oh, for sure.
But to the people in the chat, guys, yes, they didn't, but we got 3 points. Do you know what happened? We won 1-0. Guess what? Another clean sheet. If that is not enough for you guys, I don't know what is. 7-game win streak, hottest team in MLS. Give me a break.
So we were talking earlier about how this could potentially be.
Name one time in that game in which you felt we were going to tie or lose. None.
No, not at any point did I feel like we were going to lose. Because at the end of the day, we are a second-half team who has outscored their opponents 36-4 in the second half.
I believe now it would be 37-6.
Now it would be 37. We are a second-half team. Going into the locker room, you have to feel comfortable. But you also have to tip your hat off to DC United because they certainly played LAFC well. They were far more menacing in the first 45 minutes of the game than LAFC was. No doubt about that. They certainly had a lot of 2 opportunities. Maxime Crepeau earned his paycheck today. First 45 minutes, he was a stud.
Clean sheet. Another clean sheet.
That would be
That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Crepeau's 8th clean sheet of the season. And LAFC has a couple of records now, and so does DC United. LAFC, with Mahala's goal, that's the 15th goal by a sub this season.
Yes.
Only 2 teams in Major League Soccer have accomplished a higher feat, one being the Colorado Rapids and 2 being DC United. But what I'm really proud of in terms of DC, this is their 5th straight away game shutout. They are now part of an elite fraternity of 5 teams in the history of Major League Soccer that have gone on the road and have gotten shut out. 14-0 in the last 5 games. Congratulations, DC United. You are well on your way to that wooden spoon.
Wooden spoon. Guys, and look, of course, I would have loved to have won 4-0, which was my prediction.
Just because it was your prediction.
That being said, 1-0, clean sheet, 3 points. What more do you want, you guys? We dominated.
You know what I wanted, by the way, when we started the show?
I would like guys to stop kicking the ground and put shots on target.
When we started the show, we didn't have these good people behind us, but now we have the best fans. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
They're back.
What's new?
They're back. We missed you guys. Glad you're here.
Yes.
Look,
we were hoping you would come back.
It's a Tuesday night in Major League Soccer. Tuesdays get weird, right? There was weird energy.
You know what was weird? Showing the MLS scoreboard and realizing there's no other games.
No, we're the only game in town.
And by the way,
well, we are the only game in town.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Piggybacking off of something you said, you could really tell this was a Wayne Rooney coached club, by the way, on the other side. They were everything that Wayne Rooney wanted them to be. He was celebrating hard on every defensive possession where they were able to thwart us. It was interesting to watch. Look, I was watching Wayne a lot more sometimes than I was watching the action going on the pitch, and I think I think he comes away with this pretty pleased.
Were you watching Wayne a lot more because he was obstructing your view?
Without a doubt, Wayne certainly picked up a pound or two.
He's not a professional player anymore. Cut him some slack.
No, he's certainly gotten a lot beefier. I mean, boxing and drinking will certainly do that to a man in their 30s.
Yeah. All right, let's move it along. We move it on to coming in hot. It's your hot takes. And I like to get some crowd participation here. Yeah. So if people have hot takes, I'll just have to gently get you through the barriers, though, because we got a little bit of traps
we gotta be careful over here.
Be careful, but if somebody has a hot take, you're going to be able to come sit in my seat and give your hot take.
I'll
for my panel
I'll
right
go
now
first.
as I find my
I'll go first. Mahala Opoku deserves a spot in the starting 11 no matter who is healthy. He has proven time and time again that he deserves to be in the starting 11 week in, week out, even if Bale is healthy and Bouanga is in the lineup.
Where is he in your top? You're under 22, under 22. Like, is he a top 5 guy now?
He's got to be top 5.
6
Look,
goals,
you
2
mentioned
assists.
Ferreira, and I forget who the other player was.
Tyus Magno are the only players with as many
those
goals
are
as him at
really good
21.
players.
Real
But
good.
Mahala's, I said in the pregame, Mahala's been putting up the numbers you want him to see, and he's not getting consistent starting time either. You have a player putting up those numbers with the amount of time that he's been playing and the competition which he has at LAFC.
Yeah.
He's in top 3, top 4 in my category.
Has to start next game.
All right, hot take. You guys know I've been driving the Brian bus for most of the last couple seasons.
Yeah, like
You're off the
I'm
bus.
driving the Brian bus down to Club America. I don't care what the price is. I can't anymore. Brian, I have tried so hard for 3 seasons. This
was a tough one.
This was rough. And not shaking Steve's hand, kicking the water bottle as he left the pitch. I get it, right? But this team is on a 7-game winning streak, top of the table by 9 points. If you got to buy in, Brian, come on, buddy. We need you as part of the 18 to buy in for all 90 minutes. It doesn't matter how you played.
You felt like he wasn't bought in?
I felt like
it just wasn't good.
He wasn't good today.
Okay,
for sure.
But Bayern's
that's different.
It wasn't like he was doing something different than what the coach was telling him to do.
When he comes off the pitch to react, I get it, right? He's a professional athlete who wants to do well. He clearly wants to be somewhere else right now and wants to showcase his wares so that he can get there. But we've seen him several times. I don't love the way he left the pitch today. It just leaves a sour taste in what should be a celebration of another win.
Fair. But like you said, you kind of had a hedge there because players get upset. They want to play 90 minutes.
Sure.
It was definitely not his best game, and we want to talk about people kicking the ground in good situations. That ball that when he got out wide to the left, I mean,
Yep.
Could have put another goal on the side of that goal and he's still not putting it in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Philly.
We are going to be champions.
I mean, that's your hot take right there. I have no doubt in my mind that we are on the verge of going down the road.
Is that really a
becoming
hot
MLS.
take, though? I said that's pretty like a general consensus at this point.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, supporter shield is one thing. MLS playoffs are another thing. Obviously, in a league with parity, it's anybody's game. But to your point, Brian Rodriguez, I know you want to drive him all the way to Estadio Azteca. Maybe outfit him. Maybe put on his boots for him. You've been part of the Brian bus longer than anybody I have known. We're still waiting on Brian's song.
I know.
Been waiting on it for years. But here's the deal.
Not going to happen now.
I love Mahala starting, and I've been saying that Mahala should be the starter. However, these past couple of games, you look at the last game against Charlotte, in 26 minutes, Mahala Opoku was far more devastating offensively than Brian Rodriguez was. Coming into this game, look, Brian is a talented player. He has $1 million leg with a slightly lesser valued. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Philly got me good on that one.
But he doesn't score. He does contribute. He is menacing. He turns the ball over. He finds himself into a situation where he turns the ball over. But he can have an impact. But I like, and this is my hot take, the best player from Accra, Ghana on LAFC as of right now is not Latif Blessing.
True.
It's Kwadwo Mahala Opoku because he scored his 6th goal of the season. Anytime this young man graces the pitch, he makes things happen. You want to talk about menacing? I love Mahala starting. I love him even more coming off the bench because he comes in there and makes a difference. The minute he came into the game, he finishes his chances. I love Latif. He does a lot of great things, but he is not as lethal in the box as Opoku is. Opoku, I'm fine with him coming off the bench. I'm fine with Brian starting, but I want this to be Brian's final season.
Well, what happens when Dennis Bouanga gets here?
Right. I don't. Dennis Bouanga, Gareth Bale. Those guys still play for, they are on LAFC, right?
As far as I know.
We called it first world problems, right? I would like to harken back to 48 hours ago where my hot take was we need more Paul on the screen. We got more Paul. On the red card, Stevie Birnbaum. Thank you, buddy. We got more Paul. So
one of my favorite things
safely
was
escorted Steve Birnbaum.
That's right.
32-52 chanting goodbye to Steve Birnbaum.
And right on top of it, the red card happened, and then you heard the humming, and it was ready to go.
Right.
So we're in the hot take segment right now, guys. Does anyone within the crowd have a hot take that they want to share?
United sucks.
Is that a hot take, though?
That is a take. That is a take. I agree. Look, and our chat has some questions, right? They're worried about we're struggling to perform against a 10-man team, worst in the East. This is our second game.
Struggling and blowout are very
sample
two
size.
different
Second
things.
game in 48 hours.
Yes, it's a tight turnaround. Yes, it was 40 some odd minutes of 10-man football, but sample size. It's one game. If this happened 5 or 6 times during the season, I'd be terrified.
Yep.
Yes.
You know how we talk about this could have been the potential for a trap game for LAFC,
right?
I really
the way DC played, they really tried to set it up.
Without a doubt, but I firmly believe that this game was a pure example of what a 2022 version of a trap game is for LAFC.
Sure.
It's, you know what? Maybe we don't play well against the last place team in the league, but we win. This is the definition of a trap game for a team on their quest to not only break their points record, not only win Supporter Shield. Can we swear on the show right now? Can I be?
Yep.
Yes, Bill.
Win the whole flipping thing. That's what this team is on the quest for.
Wait, he's mad because you did it.
But it's important to note that in 2019 and in 2020, a lot of fans weighed 3 points over a good performance.
Yeah.
Fans were screaming for, no, just get the win. We don't need to play pretty football, just shoot the ball. Hey, we got the 3 points, but now you guys are complaining for a 4-0 result? Come on.
It's you just nitpick, that happens, right?
Of course, but I'm just saying, we got 3 points. Be happy.
Okay.
Let's go.
My hot take is, especially with the way we're racing out, we're now 9 points clear.
Yep.
More teams I think are going to play this style of football. I like to call it the Portland style of football. If a man gets by, you just foul him.
Right.
Maybe
Diego
now that you've gotten some rest for Giorgio Chiellini and Gareth Bale, that maybe the captain needs a little bit more rest, because I'm terrified that there's going to be one of these tackles and we're going to see Carlos Vela go down.
And I think we saw, 74th, 75th minute when he came out, right?
Yeah. Which I'm happy with.
Exactly.
Give him some rest, keep his legs,
and
we need him in October.
Again, for the second game in a row, he was really engaged on the bench, too. I love that we're seeing that from Captain Carlos this season a little bit more as well.
Okay.
But my last point would be that this was, as Philly said, a trap game. It was set up to be a trap game. DC really wanted at least a point out of this game.
Yeah.
This was a tough game for LAFC, but what I like is the character from this team. Come the playoffs, we will be able to grind out a result when it matters. 90-minute game, win or go home. No matter what happens, no matter how well we play, we can grind out a result no matter what. And I like that. It shows character from the team.
Okay. You can't have hot without cold, so we're going to do the next segment, which is Left You Cold. It's something that you just didn't like, or it gave you that tingly feeling up your spine. You just didn't love it. And I got some weird...
That was weird.
Sound effects.
Added in there. So if anybody from the crowd has something that just left them feeling cold from that match, I'll start. Mine is Wayne Rooney in a tracksuit. Makes you look like an assistant. Dress for the part, man. Dress for the job that you have, or the job you want. You just look like an assistant out there.
He might not want it.
Maybe not want it after this. But what do you guys got? What left you cold after this match?
Here's what left me cold. I remember not 18 months ago when David Ochoa was the darling of the U.S. men's national team goalkeepers.
Oh, how times have changed.
It wasn't Matt Turner. It wasn't Ethan Horvath. It wasn't Sean Johnson. It wasn't any of these other guys other than Zach Steffen. David Ochoa was the next guy. Now, after this performance today, if you're Greg Berhalter, you've pretty much just crossed that name completely off the consideration.
Wasn't it already crossed off?
I mean, he has decided to play for Mexico, but now you're actually happy about it.
I mean, if he decided to play for Mexico, Mexico's not calling him up anytime soon after this.
You might have to change again.
That was awful. Is there a third country he's eligible for? I was really disappointed. He was one of the few players
needs a good goalkeeper,
right?
I don't know.
But yeah, he was one of the few players I was excited to see coming in. They're a name. Taxi Fountas lived up to the billing. David Ochoa did not.
All right, Connor, give me a hot, cold take. What left you cold after this match? Your goatee.
Philly?
What left Philly cold after this match?
No, you go first.
Okay, so you need to deliberate on this. I mean, it's always tough to have a cold opinion, especially when a team is riding a 7-game freaking winning streak. So you
doesn't have to be about LAFC.
No, okay. So if I'm going to say anything that kind of irritates me is the fact that Andy Nahar. Andy El Papel made
has been able to play two games in consecutive.
What irritates me about this kid is when he was on DC United as a youngin', he was fantastic. He goes overseas, he comes back, graces LAFC's roster. Then anytime he laced up his boots, tied his shoe, he would sustain an injury. This is a guy that we had a lot of high hopes for when he became part of the black and gold. What happens? Obviously, we ship his ass back to DC because he's a POS on our team. And then all of a sudden, he turns his entire game around and has a resurrection. It's like being a Mets fan and watching David Cohn getting a no-hitter as a member of the Yankees. Watching Andy
One person
Nahar.
got the reference.
Oh, my God.
Watching Andy Nahar. I mean, I think I'm good with stopping right now on my take.
The Andy Nahar takes go far with this audience.
Nothing gets a crowd fired up like talking trash about
This is
Andy
more
Nahar.
fun than cold takes, by the way.
Yeah,
I do want to say I miss Ryan Hollingshead's mustache.
Yeah,
I think the mustache was gone. That was
okay.
I
Well,
don't know.
Connor is taking it over.
Connor has Ryan Hollingshead's mustache.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll go with my hot cold take. Latif
Chicho
Blessing.
Arango
Latif Blessing.
surpasses Rossi
should
with
I-
all his golazos.
That's the
Yes,
point.
it's Chicho.
Chicho has
Chicho
gone
Arango. Keepers, he's thrashing and checks, he is cashing. Yes, it's Chicho. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, Connor. I
This
couldn't
is
help.
great.
It's
This
a
is-
Tuesday night
Wait,
at
this
Bank.
is a
We could get
Tuesday
little
night.
loose. We could have a little fun. You guys don't have work tomorrow or anything, right? We'll hang out all
No.
night. No, I'm kidding. We're going to wrap up the show.
It's just another four-letter word.
Work comes second.
Guys.
Take?
Wait,
We got a cold take
what?
behind you.
We got a cold take behind me. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Whose birthday?
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Wait, on three,
Happy
let's all sing happy birthday to
birthday.
Liam. Ready? 1, 2.
We've lost control of the narrative.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Liam. Happy birthday to you.
All right, we should have been better prepared for you, Liam, because we knew it was your birthday. However, I'm going to give you a 110 football drawstring bag.
Suck up, Liam.
How old are you? 13, right? 13. So you won't need those stress balls for like another 2 years, but hold on to them because, life comes at you fast. Good to see you, though, dude. Keeping the streak rolling.
So,
Guys, I
this
can't
is
hear what they're
happens
saying.
when
What are
you
you
lose
saying?
control of the narrative, guys. There's just, what do you do? Just let the
This is a fan-led show, and if they want to take it over,
fans
we let them take it over.
The course run itself.
Okay,
It's a Tuesday night.
here's my cold take.
Okay.
I understand it, but I'm sad that the moose has been loosed because when we look on the bench, all I see is Opoku, and I don't know. I really hope Bale gets it together, but every time I'm looking, Bale's not on the bench. And we have Muse, and I'm like, we need a goal scorer, and we got one, but we used to have two. So I'm just hoping we get that extra bench goal scorer because we're gonna need that in the playoffs.
Dennis Blanco will be here in a couple days, is what we've heard.
Right.
And
Dennis the Menace.
you got one?
Liam's got a hot take on his birthday. Here we go.
I know we won, but the chance creation is lacking. In MLS playoffs, that's not going to cut it against certain teams. We need to finish our
Speaking
chance.
facts. Wow, hot
Well,
take.
Liam,
Wise words
if you
there.
keep using
On his
things like
birthday.
chance creation, they're going to take my spot. That's this 13 years old, and he is already a wonder
You might
kid.
want
I
to catch
love
that DC United bus, coach them up a little
Right?
bit.
Oh my goodness, that 13 years old, guys. That's incredible.
I couldn't even wear regular shoes. I wore Velcro at 13.
Couldn't tie your shoes at 13.
But you still had a pink mohawk,
not wrong.
right?
Still had the pink mohawk at 13.
Okay, let's go to the
Yeah,
last
that's
segment. This
true.
is Let Me Sleep on It. This is basically what you're going to be thinking of until this next match. We have an away match at San Jose coming up.
Yeah.
Hashtag hire Vince.
Hashtag Vince.
I like it.
So what are you going to be thinking about as you lay your little goateed head down, Connor?
Where's the after party?
Me?
Why? I don't know. I don't sleep, so I go straight to the after party. That's why I don't get mine.
I'm gonna sleep on 2 specific away matches that LAFC has to play. One being Austin and one being Minnesota. Looking at the schedule.
So you're looking right past San Jose.
I'm looking right past San Jose. We have a trip to. We play Houston as well, but those are the 2 teams that I see stand in our way amongst the group of 10 that we have to play.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was actually going to say something pretty similar to that. LAFC needs to remember that while the Austin match is right there, we do have to go up to our home away from home, San Jose, and we have to beat them first. So LAFC needs to be smart. I'm going to sleep on how Steve Cherundolo is going to get this club to focus on San Jose, knowing that the big heavyweight fight's coming up right after in Austin.
I mean, I think it's fair to say every game that we play now is a trap game.
Other
We're
than
playing
Austin,
opposition
right?
that might not be as good as us.
Yeah.
So most teams are going to be playing for 1 point, if not, 3.
We know we're going to get Austin's best shot. We know we're going to have the target on our fronts and backs for the entire rest of the season.
Austin needs 3 points.
Yeah. They
One,
need 3.
a draw does not do anything for them.
That might lend to our favor, no?
Yeah.
If they're
Could
going
be
to be
fun.
playing for 3 points.
Yes, I think they get a little scatterbrained and open up the game, and you know how this team plays and how they can control a game. I think Austin needs to be very careful in the way they come out in that match. Philly, you look like you're asleep.
Do I look? I mean, I could certainly use a nap after this crazy. Thank you. That's exactly why I could use a nap. We can't look past San Jose. Obviously, Austin is the more dangerous opponent, the one that's more worthy, the one that actually could potentially stand in our way of a supporter shield. But going up north, and correct me if I'm wrong, San Jose still plays in Avaya Stadium, right?
Yes.
Yes. The same
No.
Or it's
called
PayPal.
Banc of California North.
Okay.
That's what San Jose's home is called. We are going to be the home team there anyway. So I'm going to sleep on the fact that once again, there will be another pillage in Smurf Village. And that'll make me sleep comfortably until we go down to Austin, which will truly be the most important game for the remainder of this regular season. We're going to get through San Jose. If we can defeat Austin, in Austin, and if Chicho can score more goals than Driussi, now we're on a roll. But I'm going to sleep comfortably on the fact that there will be another pillage in Smurf Village.
I'm going to sleep on this, and because I'm not this type of person, but can the mathematicians out there, while I sleep, start calculating what the magic number is? Because when you're 9 points clear of your nearest competitor, I think we need to start talking about how many points we need to secure that supporter shield.
Right.
9 points with 9 games. Yeah. Getting close. So
how many points do we need to clinch playoffs?
Yeah, playoffs might be right around the corner. That could be as early as next week.
And it'll be interesting if we're looking at clinching supporter shield or clinching the points record, too. We got lots of things to play for over these next 9 matches.
17 points.
17 points for the
in
record.
9 matches for the record.
Yeah, so now we're under 2 points a match.
So much math.
I love it. And I'm a math teacher, so this is fun for me. This is fun.
All right. Do we...
Part of me
Liam's
wants to sit here and
you need to calculate the magic number for me, please, and send it to me. Well, I'll say that you sent it to me, but I'll use it.
part of me wants to sit here and try to explain within context the 2-day break, why this result panned out the way it is. Take this for context. 3 points, clean sheet, 7-game win streak. Let's go.
We're going streaking.
We're going streaking.
Boys.
Through the quad and into Banc of California Stadium. We are going streaking. And again,
All right, you go first.
what am I doing?
We got
You said you're
drunk
going
people in the
streaking.
chat.
I mean-
for somebody to say Galaxy are better, we got drunk people in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. You're out of your freaking mind.
Better at home.
And we
How
just
many points clear are we at the Galaxy? Like 20?
like 20, yeah.
Who?
Thank you.
Dog water. Dog water.
Runs LA? Who runs LA? What color is LA?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That's it.
Philly show. We're just all living in it.
Sorry, I was just
Philly,
getting
get
excited.
them riled up. Let's take it home. Let's get out of here. We'll be back.
So you know how y'all were doing last game, the sha-la-las? What would it take for you guys to do that again?
You telling us to? You telling
You getting in there?
All right.
You
okay.
getting in there, Philly? Get in there. Go around.
All right. This is becoming a new tradition
It's
here
a thing.
on the It's Your Reaction
Here
show.
goes Connor.
The crowd is going to take us out on the Shala
Take us
just
out,
like
guys.
LAFC does in the stadium.
All right, we're going to go right first,
We'll
then
see you
left.
guys next
1,
time at
2,
the next home game.
Sha
But here we go.
La 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 la. LAFC. Sha la 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 la. LAFC.
Get ready.
Let's fucking go! LAFC! I can't hear you! LAFC! Let's go!
All right, everybody. That'll do it. Tear this whole shut down, so we're going to try to get out of here so we can get safe. But we'll see you guys next time. 110 Football YouTube channel. Follow us. See you at the next home game.
Thank you.
Night, Los Angeles.